8 reasons why realtors will be needed forever. In specific circumstances, it's essential to have the aptitude of a prepared and experienced proficient. All things considered, their chance in the classroom and at work has furnished them with knowledge that can enable a person when he requires it the most. While this may help him to remember a period when he expected to see a specialist or another expert, imagine a scenario where he is going to buy or sell a home. This circumstance, while unique in relation to endorsing a solution for his concern, still requires the skill that alone an accomplished real estate agent can give. 8 reasons why it's fundamental to work with a real estate agent. 1. A good agent will focus on educating versus selling to a client. It's a well-known fact that agents are committed to selling to their customers, yet a decent agent wouldn't stop there. They will likewise instruct him on the whole procedure so he comprehends what's in store and circumstances that may come up once the buying or selling process starts. The agent, similarly as him, needs to ensure him settle on a savvy and informed choice. Suppose a person is a seller and prepared to get his home off the market so he can move. As should be obvious, there is a great deal of inquiries that should be replied before his house is really recorded. An agent will enable him to find out about each part of selling a home so we have certainty. On the other side, suppose a person is a buyer and prepared to get the keys to another home. In case he is not ready, at that point buying a home can turn from energizing to apparently unthinkable. By working with an agent, he will change the way he considers buying real estate. They will concentrate on setting practical desires and directing him through the procedure so buying doesn't appear as overpowering. A standout amongst other approaches to ensure that he is enlisting a realtor priorities identities their customer's advantage is by looking into his site for included data that will help him to settle on a superior choice. An awesome place to discover data about buying or selling a home would be an individual real estate blog of the agent. Finding out about the groups that he is thinking about is additionally critical. 2. Realtors know how to create outstanding marketing. It's troublesome for most buyers to stroll into an ineffectively introduced open house and envision the potential it could have. Beyond any doubt, the agent may have the capacity to attempt and clarify what could be, however having the buyer envision it can be troublesome. This is the reason it's basic to set up a home for being sold in the correct way. Probably the most critical parts of this include staging, decorating, designing. While a person might have the capacity to discover each of these things all alone, that doesn't mean he will settle on the correct decisions. With each of these points of interest, he would prefer not to take risks. He will spare time, cash, and disappointment by having an operator enable him with discovering experts who will make a phenomenal showing with regards to introducing his property. His home has its own individual style, story, and advance. While he may realize that, passing on that to others may not be so natural. An agent will be the one to help him successfully advertise why his house is so awesome. They may even have the capacity to associate him with sellers that could sell rebates to the potential buyers of the home. Giving individuals facilitate motivator to make an offer. 3. It takes a realtor to know local market conditions. With regards to both buying and selling a home, there are great deals of things he will pick up amid the procedure. For those without encounter, this is far-fetched. Real estate agents are tuned into conditions in his quick market so they know things like type of gathering of people for his home, where to promote to buyers, where most buyers are originating from to see his home, average number of days it takes to sell a home, the normal asking cost versus sales cost, trends for real estate in his general vicinity, whether or not sellers pay closing costs, challenges he could confront because of his area. With inside and out information about his market and real estate conditions in his general vicinity, his agent can teach all of us about the actualities. This implies confronting reality as opposed to having desires that are likely not to be met. Regardless of the possibility that he is hoping to buy, they will help ensure him to take full advantage of his cash and know about each reasonable test, obstruction, and plausibility for him to anticipate. With such a significant number of mix-ups that could happen without the correct information, it's important to have the direction of a real estate proficient. They'll enable him to keep away from these oversights and settle on keen choices that are probably going to spare his cash. 4. Powerful social media coverage is a priority. Web-based social networking promoting is one of the speediest and best approaches to achieve potential buyers. While it may entice to post his home available to be bought on his online networking, odds are the majority of those are his family and companions who won't probably make the buy. In the event that he would jump at the chance to contact more individuals both locally and broadly, at that point we require an agent who can offer assistance. When he works with an agent, they will have the capacity to utilize their advanced promoting devices to demonstrate his home to hundreds or even a great many individuals in minutes. In the event that he works with the best real estate agent, at that point we can expect significantly more. That is on account of they'll utilize shrewd advertising strategies and pictures recordings to help support the watchers of his home. 5. Agents know how to negotiate the best. Beyond any doubt he may know how to consult for an arrangement for something we need at a swap meet. However, consulting in real estate is a considerably more perplexing kind of circumstance. Imagine a scenario in which the buyer shows an offer he needs to counter or one that is far too low for him to considerably consider. With regards to buying a home, there is similarly the same number of requirements for arranging. Realizing what to do can feel unthinkable when he is in the circumstance, particularly in the event that we haven't managed it sometime recently. By working with an agent he will have the capacity to make a savvy methodology, arrange viably, and deal with the circumstance in the most ideal way that could be available. By utilizing their experience, gathering insights on a neighborhood real estate advertise, and considering keen transaction strategies they've learned throughout the years. Having them as his cushion will guarantee he is not at the cutting edge and can keep feelings out of such a critical money-related choice. 6. Real estate agents know how to handle heated conversations. While it is decent to traverse a real estate exchange with no issues, this is infrequently the case, and here and there certain home buying circumstances can escape hand. Most importantly, he should be clear about how to enlist a home investigator that he can trust. However, above all, confronting these issues alone can feel incomprehensible and turn him from cheerful to bothered, bringing about obfuscated judgment. When we have an awesome real estate agent giving brilliant administration, we have somebody who knows how to manage even the most upsetting circumstances, all without losing their cool. Regardless of whether he need to keep a buyer from pulling out or he require help enlightening a seller concerning repairs that need tended to, his agent will be there. Their involvement in this field and basic intuition aptitudes implies they're ready to take care of issues to help him through. By standing tall, pulling their experience, and being reasonable, they can enable him to conquer challenges amid any phase of his buy ordeal. Experiencing an issue in real estate may sound alarming, and for the individuals who are managing only them, they are. Indeed, even with inquire about he can never foresee what will come and the horde of difficulties that could sit tight for him. In the event that he needs to stand tall and battle for the arrangement, at that point an agent will be his best line of resistance. 7. Online home evaluations are never going to be accurate. It's a dependable fact that there are mind-blowing instruments available to him with regards to inquiring about real estate assessments. In the larger part of circumstances, they are not precise on the grounds that they don't consider many components. With such a large number of peripheral elements to think of it as anything but difficult to perceive any reason why he ought to never depend on online home assessments. Much the same as he shouldn't go online to self-analyze his side effects, he shouldn't just depend on data accumulated online to finish his home valuation. Thusly, he is probably going to wind up with erroneous data that could hurt him over the long haul. 8. An agent is best friend forever. Real estate agents are remarkable in light of the fact that they're a portion of the main experts who don't have set available time. Beyond any doubt they may like to work 9-5, However, in the event that a customer has an inquiry outside of those ordinary available time, they will be there to offer assistance. Their need, notwithstanding helping make a deal, is to ensure their customers realize that they are essential. At whatever point he requires guidance, simply send them an email or call them to get the data that we require. He won't need to stress over paying for each purpose of contact, since real estate agents work in an unexpected way. By realizing that they're accessible to help you, there will be no motivation to capitulate to perplexity or dread. Believe them to enable him to settle on this fantastically critical choice. Functions are a formula for calamity. Notwithstanding not understanding the market and changes that are so normal, he won't have a solid hotspot for data. With the best real estate agent on his side, he can relinquish basic stresses and grin knowing we have an accomplished proficient, excited and prepared to help him. By procuring them, and anticipate the great things that are about. Strolling into the real estate procedure with no learning of how it'll come. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees, landlord, vacant, code violations, evictions list, visit www.realsupermarket.com.